Hello good people of the internet, welcome back to DC Universe Online, and we're illuminating justice with my hard light character Viridius Lux, who is a Green Lantern. I have to say Green Lantern now because it looks very much likely that we're going to be getting a new crop of lanterns and it looks awesome. Right, so we're going to be doing the Hive missions, which is exactly the same as what we do for the villains. The only difference is the interaction between Oracle. It's virtually identical. I even think the briefings and investigations are in the same spots, so we're going to kind of crack on and do that. Look for the side quest first, though.
Superman speaking. Given your past work, I know you're the one to handle this situation.
Yes.
The Hive and Queen Bee are usually more interested in creating drones than hijacking trucks, but that's just what they're doing at the Metropolis Metrodome. They're attacking Star Labs transports to steal mass payloads of exobytes. We must reduce our losses. Those exobytes are critical to defeating Brainiac.
And of course the other difference is that the hero's starting point for this quest is on the other side of the sporting complex. The villains do it over there. It's basically the same thing.
Think you can grab some of those blasting scepters from the Hive stingers? They're loaded with neurotoxin, and we need some way to...
Swarm them! Feel the sting of Sazala's wrath! The swarm cannot be stopped! Death to those that oppose the Hive! These exobytes belong to Queen Sazala! Death to those that oppose the Hive! Feel the sting of Sazala's wrath! These exobytes belong to Queen Sazala! That stings!
That's what I meant by interruptible. Ah, there's the green. So you can get what I'm going to do, because the starting locations are in the same spot,
Oh no!
and the investigation is practically the same thing.
Hive mind transmission.
Against the Hive.
Primary training mandate. Swarm them!
I'll go over to the other spot as well, and we will
Feel the sting of Sazala's wrath!
protect Star Labs forces. Well, where are the Star Labs?
Swarm them! To those that oppose the Hive! The swarm cannot be to those that oppose the Hive! Feel the sting of Sazala's wrath!
Nice. There they are. Finally.
Hey, we need your help to recover these units before they fall into enemy hands.
Help! Help!
That stings!
Hey!
Sting them! The swarm cannot be stopped!
Don't think we would have made it out of here without it.
Nice.
These exobytes belong to Queen Sazala! Sting them!
You can rotate around with that. a little bit, but you need to be relatively quick in doing it, otherwise it goes a little bit haywire.
We've got to get these exobites out of here before Hive overruns us. Proximity alert. Came along just in time.
Nice. Starlab's forces go over there.
We've got to get these exobites out of here before Hive gets their hands on
There's
them.
only one, so we've got to be careful and watch it. That red smash icon was the interruption mechanic.
Thanks a lot. You saved our butt.
You don't really see it that much as what he did, which is a shame.
These exabytes belong to Queen Zazzala! The sworn cannot be that oppose the Hive!
I'm accessing the Hive's latest information. I don't understand why they would want exobites. They're just mindless drones under the influence of Queen Zazzala's hypnopollen. Which, by the way, you should not breathe. Got it?
Lovely. Now, Murray is a PowerPoint, and I want chompers, and I don't get chompers until level 12. I'm not going to go for the supercharge, even though Strafing Run is perhaps the strongest supercharge in the game, by far. We are going to go for Hand Clap, because it's fun as hell. As you do, what I'm going to show you in a minute, it is really fun. Let's have a look and see if they're in the same spot. Buzzkill. It should be.
The Hive has turned the Metrodome into a fortress to defend their stolen exobites and spread their mind-controlling hypnopollen across the city.
There they are.
Take out those dispensers and tag the exobyte containers for pickup. Star Labs will take it from there.
Okay, do the same
It's a
thing,
real
otherwise
mess out there.
You can activate
If you can
the
put a
same-
dent in their
same
supplies,
one twice.
we might just get a foothold on the compound. We've got to
Take
plan
out
to
their
weaken
fuel
Hive's
canisters
assault and knock out
Mr.
some of the
Luther
Royal
has provided
drones
an
patrolling the
override
area.
code
that we can use on Hive.
Right, so be aggressive and hold the line. See, the side quests are even the same, which is kind of fun. Right, let's get the investigation that I missed oh so wonderfully before. And change that to that, to that. And that should, yeah, that's what I want. Nice and green. You'll see
Hive mind
Hand Clap
transmission.
is fun.
Drones, discard armor plating for upgrades.
Loadouts, damage, boxing, tap melee, tap range. That's what I want. Told you it's fun.
That stings!
nice to see another Lantern. Who's dressed kind of like Black Adam. Mine.
Sting them! That stings! That stings!
And that's that done too.
Sting them! Swarm them!
Is he like? Yeah, kind of is. He's using the fourth world chest, that's why. There we go. Oh, exploit mine. Oh, I've lost the same. Drop it.
That stings!
Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Thank you. Another green over here.
Hive mind transmission. Navigation matrix 1226 is offline.
Actually, if you want a good illustration of what might and precision damage actually is, I can give you one right now. This is might damage, the yellow number that you saw. This, the white numbers on the box, they were all precision damage. So white numbers are precision damage, yellow numbers are might damage. Which is why for virtually every single weapon attack, I say virtually with a reason. Every damage that you do will be might based. I mean, the first hit on this should be might. See, 49. The next ones should be all white numbers. Even though you didn't see them, but you get the idea. Ah, perfect. So 79, then 37. 56. So hopefully, yeah. This one should do exactly the same. The first 39 and then 30. White numbers, precision, is basically weapon damage. And the yellow numbers, might damage. Which is why for powers like metal, I'd even say for ice, having a decent amount of might is a good thing. Although ice does tend to buff up. Ice does buff up your your actual precision.
Confirmed, Command. The beacon is active and the exobytes are intact. Returning to base.
Construct combos. I will go through the construct combos in a bit, especially for these, but it's pretty much just tap melee for tap melee for the attacks with claws and the claws and the boxing gloves. It's all tap melee to get the construct combos. And the boxing. Then you tap range to get the hand claps. Which, when you've got quite a bit of damage, or you go up against a slightly bigger boss, it looks fun.
Swarm them!
When your gear gets better, it does more damage, but when you get to Brainiac in Prime Battleground, it looks funny.
Sting them!
Nice.
Confirmed, HQ. The exobites are intact and ready to base.
Not sure if you get any experience. Power back for killing the. I know you get power back for killing the turrets. You don't know. You don't get anything back for hitting the things. Oh, that's a bit sad. Right, I need royal drones. Let's have a look. Royal drones and hive supplies. There don't seem to be too many of the supplies this app is. Oh, there's drones too. Look at that.
Sting them! That stings!
Great. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Cool. Supplies will be there.
Swarm them! That
Exobyte.
stings!
Nice and easy. And I see a royal drone. I see 2 royal drones. Nice.
Run for your life!
Not so much going for the drone, I'm going for that. Oh, crud. It blocked.
That stings!
And the supplies are all on the back. Just do quest done. Let's go up and make sure. If you're being chased by anything like that, just make sure you can see when you get out of combat by the icon next
Those
to your name.
hive stingers carry a hypnotizing neurotoxin. Lucky for you, you seem to be able to resist it.
Yeah, if the icon next to your name is in red, you're still in combat. If it's not, you're not. Okay, so that I need. 13 defense, 34 health, but 4 precision less. It's up to you whether or not you want to do that. I don't, but definitely would get that. Is the precision loss. I know it's not much, but the amount of construct comboing that I do, I need as much precision as possible. So
Bad news. Queen Bee's drones have LexCorp and Starlab scientists hostage inside the Metrodome. We must free those scientists before she steals their minds and converts them into drones.
okay. But other than just chatting with Superman instead of Lex Luthor, it is the same. Aside from the Infiltrator and the LexCorp, they're...
My squad was infiltrating the Hive's defenses
Swapped.
when we came across LexCorp troops looting the place. They fired on us and ran. We gotta round them up before they cause more trouble. You can start with that guy over there. He should come to...
You little punk! When Luther hears about this, you're going down.
Swarm them!
Yeah, it's like going to the mall. Let's have fun.
Sting them!
Why not?
That stings!
Dispatch, we're recovering the exobytes by
Sting them!
science police.
Aren't they? Nice. Oh, if you're ever out of combat and you want to get
The
health
drones
quickly,
kept
just hold block.
interrogating me about exobytes.
But yeah, what I was saying before, if you are in combat and you are very, very near to dying, just make sure that the icon next to your name where it says Verizon at the top, that flame icon, make sure that that goes blue.
Ensure neural devices always function at optimal parameters.
Sorry, we have people over.
Everybody knows you're working for Star Labs.
Well, duh.
That stings!
Nice bit of light damage there.
About time someone showed up. I have
Swarm them!
See the difference? It was 30s out in the world, now it's 40s. If you actually take that pair of gloves, which I actually need for the style, if you take that pair of gloves, it goes down. But that is the extra might tick that I've got, and that's just from the head that I got. So 5 might and 6. A total of 6 might that I've been given. It's 0.25% per point at level 1 up to 45% per point at level 30. So it starts creeping up. The more might you've got, basically, the better. I mean, it's not something that you really need to be considering while you're still leveling your character, because might damage and everything else like that really won't make much difference, really. Not in the grand scheme of things, anyway.
That stings! That stings!
But it's something to start thinking about, even when you're doing this
about
stuff.
time.
What kind
Like
of
I never
character
tell
do
the
you want?
Hive anything about
Like for this character, do I want it to be a controller? Do I want it to be a DPS? what sort of DPS do I want to be going for, what sort of gear
Nice.
do I want to
I better
aim
get back
for,
to work before Mr.
all that
Luther
sort of
finds out I'm
stuff. I mean,
slacking
with
off.
this character,
You just saved vital researchers in the fight against Brainiac. Although Lex doesn't see it, we all need to be working together. But we'll save that fight for another day. For now, take out the Hive's main power generator so you can get to Queen Bee and find out what's really behind this Hive invasion.
yeah. Like I was saying, with this character and the sets of gear that you can get at the tier 5 level, the aggressive or the
Hive mind transmission.
striking,
Target acquired.
You can-
Sting them.
you can go either for
Sting them.
a more precision-based loadout with the aggressive gear, which is the might-based gear, or you can go totally precision-based.
Swarm them.
Given that the power is itself precision-based, I would actually prefer the extra might. So as the initial damage is from there, and then probably mod out with precision and might too.
Swarm them.
You want some of this?
Is the treasure box in here? I don't think it is.
I got my rights.
No, it's usually there. It's not here today. That's one. That's one.
Go ahead, punk. Make my day. When Luther hears about this, you're going...
Or you could just go straight for precision or might, depending on what kind of power you got. For fire, going for the additional might that you get from the gear and modding out with pure... going for the additional precision you get from the gear and then going for all precision and might would be extremely useful. And the same for mental, actually. Or any of the pure might powers, like fire. As soon as your power's down, that's it. You've got nothing behind it. I was saying before, if you want to get your health back quickly and you don't really want to use a cola, I don't actually like using colas out in the instances, just in case you're a bit too close to the boss. But to be honest, you can actually use a cola up until you get into the boss room. And superchargers, nah, you don't really need superchargers, to be honest. But it's an idea to, while you're doing this, try every single power that you've got. Like when you get to
Everybody
level
knows
30,
you're working for Starlight.
make sure that every single one of your powers has been spec'd into at least once, so as you know what the powers do from both trees.
Intruder detected. Intruder
That includes
detected.
superchargers too.
Initiating defense protocols. Alert Hive soldier bees.
So as you know the animations, what clips, what doesn't, that sort of stuff. And I've already got the feat for Spy Smasher, but
Sting them.
there is one more.
That stings.
Nice.
Swarm them. That stings. That
Jump cancelling, really useful. If you're stuck in an animation but you want it to stop, jump cancel. Nice trip. And that's him.
Everybody knows you're working for Star Labs.
The hive mind has been breached. Overriding directive. Bring the exobytes to Brainiac. Bring the exobytes to Brainiac.
Bring the exobytes to Brainiac! Guards! Protect your queen with your lives!
Again, don't use powers on these guys because you don't know. They drop
One
really
with my
easily.
hive mind!
Keep away from her pollen. It'll mess with your head.
Hive.
What is this? I will
challenge
serve the
me?
queen.
You are one mind. I am many! I will crush your independence! You will serve me
Easy.
and Brainiac in the end.
Self-preservation shield activated. Distress call sent.
It pretty much is all about managing your power when you're going up
Hive
against the
mind
bosses.
transmission. The Queen commands us.
If you have any of the excuse me, if you have any ads like this one does, the two bees and also the two helper ads as well, then don't do anything. Don't use any powers on those until they're gone. In fact, don't use any powers on them at all. Just save the power for the boss. Just makes life so much easier.
Queen Bee and Brainiac. That can't be good for anyone. But hey, we won this round. Since you're so good with insects, how about some help debugging my mainframe? That's a hacker joke. Report to the Flash in the safe house for some new gear.
Right. And the sting.
Queen Bee and Brainiac. That can't be good for anyone.
Yeah.
But hey, we won this round. Since you're so good with insects, how about some help debugging my mainframe?
That's an R&D.
That's a hacker joke. Report to the Flash in the safe house for some new gear.
Now, weapons. Again, it's a spike hammer. There are two of those that dropped. It's kind of useful to have a different style if you want that sort of stuff. Wrench, hammer. I suppose you could just. Is that one-handed or two? No, it's two-handed. It might look okay. And of course, we got super speed now, which just makes life so much easier. And we've got Area 51. So we're going to get the martial arts, another radar enhancer, and a mark of triumph, which is just gravy. Oh, collection routes. The other video series that I'm doing. I'm scouting the routes for two different areas. One in Metropolis, one in Gotham. I'm actually doing that on my main and my alt. There are a couple of collections which does seem to have been made global that haven't been updated on the database that I used, but that's not a problem. It's just annoying that they've done that. Like the mana infused plans that I said dropped across all of Metropolis, they dropped in Robinson Park for me, which was just interesting.
So now you're the hero-sized bug zapper. Nice! I'll be working with you again soon.
Cool. Yeah, okay, so that's that. That means that we get a new weapon which has quite a bit more precision, but we lose might, but it gets the extra DPS, which is important. We've got some stars, we've got sodas, put the sodas there, collections, can. I know what I'm going to do with those anyway. But that's fine. Still not. It's annoying. Anyway, just going to repair my gear.
Star Labs' goal is to keep our
Ideal to do
allies
this
equipped
every
with the
time.
most advanced technologies.
So repair and sell the tat that you don't use anymore. Always make sure though, if you've got a piece of gear, not the neck pieces or anything like that, if you've got a piece of gear, sell it, but make sure that you've already, it says yellow underneath. What, already collected. If it doesn't say already collected, then you've got a problem. But yeah. Okay. Alright, I'm being called in to help out with my league for a minute, but yeah. Next mission for the meta hero is to go into the Watchtower. So, and again, Watchtower Hall of Doom will be done once for each character. You go to different R&D vendors, but essentially it's exactly the same. Pretty much the same as the Brainiac missions. So that's the investigation against the HIVE, which again gives the same legs. So there's no difference at all. Just that one's on the heroes, one's on the villains. 2 precision and 3 might, 13 defense and 3 health. Awesome. Alright, so we can sell the biomech ones. It's very, very useful that we've got those
Keeping
done.
your equipment in good working order makes all the difference, as well as making sure you've got the latest, greatest gear.
I can see some people have named their characters in prep, but you won't go red, mate. You'll go blue. Right, that's pretty much it. So I will catch you on the next video. So see you in a bit. Bye.